Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this day. It is November 4th. We got some nice fall weather out there, fall for Southern California. I'll tell you about that in just a moment. We have a couple guests from Alignment Healthcare today, and actually it's a guest from Alignment Healthcare along with a guest from Monarch Healthcare, and we'll learn about how they both work together and all the different things that they offer for you. And we also have Dan Daly here today from Alzheimer's Orange County, and he's brought along Allison Learich, and she is with Cognitive Care Solutions. And they've got a meeting coming up. I've got to look at the date, but I think it's this week or next week. We'll tell you all about that. We're also going to bring you a segment from RadNet and Soka University, which is just a wonderful place. That's a good place just to go down there and walk around. All right, they're meeting today. Third has their MNC committee meeting. That'll be in the boardroom at 1:30 today. Now, let's get to the weather and just some beautiful stretch of fall weather coming your way. We will warm up as we get to the weekend, but still, it's not going to be that bad. Nice upper to mid-70s for a few days, and pop that up on Friday. Friday looks like the warmest day, by the way, about 86. Back it down a little bit as we get to Saturday and Sunday. There will be some slight offshore winds, but it doesn't look like anything we had. I doubt that we'll see any red flag warning or anything like that, because usually by now they know. But, that could change. So really nice, pleasant weather. And as we look around the area today, it's absolutely gorgeous everywhere you go. Look it up at Lake Arrowhead, beautiful 67 degrees. Palm Springs, a nice 88 degrees, perfect time to go out there, that's for sure. Best time of the year between now and probably February, because all the temperatures are usually pretty darn mild. And look at the beaches, 76 degrees. What a nice time to get down to the beaches and walk around. Go down there maybe for an early dinner, and it gets dark an hour earlier, but still a lot of fun down there. All right, as far as that goes, we'll be back in just a moment.
Over 25 years, we have worked hard to make Brilliant Smile the premier dental office in Laguna Woods. We take the extra time to understand our patients' special needs and always perform the highest quality dental work at affordable prices in a relaxing and friendly environment. There is no need to refer our patients to anybody else. We perform everything from cleaning all the way to the implant and sinus surgeries all under one roof. Stop in or call and experience the Brilliant Smile difference.
Do you know how secure your money and personal information will be on your next real estate transaction? Escrow Options Group is the only escrow company trained by the FBI on fraud. We also carry cyber fraud protection and have received the largest industry security measure, the SSAE certification. Ask your real estate professional to open escrow with Escrow Options Group to ensure the protection of your funds and personal information on your real estate transaction.
We love to show people that our sight loss won't hold us back. Thanks to free classes at Braille Institute, we're returning to the things we love. We're connecting with the world using today's technology. And we're learning to get back in the game. Thanks to Braille Institute, it's about what we can do, not what we can't.
Get information about free programs available from Braille Institute Anaheim, or learn about our new center in South Orange County by calling 1-800-BRAILLE or visit brailleinstitute.org.
Come discover what makes South County Lexus different.
The expectation of the customer is a history of the business doing things a certain way, and we do it completely different.
Tell us about the car buying process.
Very clear, very transparent, no haggling.
They do some extra stuff that the dealers they do on a normal basis, so I feel very good, and that makes a big difference.
At South County Lexus,
They really are different.
just like you.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
If you have Medicare, you got to get Alignment Health Plan's Black Card. It's a member-only benefit, unlike anything I've ever seen, giving you access to one-on-one health support any time of day or night. Need to schedule an appointment or need it right there? They'll take care of it. Now you can talk to a doctor 24 hours a day. Call them and get a card of your own, and all the benefits you deserve, too.
Welcome back. Well, I'd like to welcome back someone who's been on with us before from Alignment Healthcare. Christina Simons is here today. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Pleasure to be back.
Yeah, always good to see you. And we have a guest from Monarch Healthcare today. Jennifer Payne, you are a senior ambassador.
Yes.
Yeah, well, and they're great to have.
Oh.
Because over the years, we've had a lot of senior ambassadors on from Monarch, and they give great information.
They do, yes.
Yeah. Very good. Well, welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Yeah, so of course, among other things, it's that time of the year,
Yes,
right?
it is.
Open enrollment started about a month ago
Yes,
now, right?
October 15th.
Yeah, and it goes, does it December 7th,
December
something
7th.
like that?
Yes.
And a lot of choices out there, a lot of different ways that you can go. And more information is great because you can kind of see what's out there. So Alignment, what makes you different from other health plans?
All right. Well, first of all, Alignment Healthcare is a healthcare company that focuses on seniors. We offer Medicare Advantage, HMO, and special needs plans through our Alignment Health Plan.
Right.
We're homegrown right here in Orange County. Currently servicing about 60,000 senior lives across 3 states and 20 markets. So we've grown like crazy.
Yeah.
I think what makes us most different is our approach to care. So in this situation, as the health plan, we're partnered with the medical group. In this situation, it's Monarch.
Right.
So folks that join Alignment would have access to what I feel amazing care through Monarch. But in addition to that, Alignment has actually created very high-end technology. So we've actually been able to merge technology with healthcare.
Okay.
In the sense that when the doctor actually does a head-to-toe assessment and looks at the patient, the information isn't just necessarily in a chart collecting dust. It's actually shared with us, and with our proprietary command center, we call it. It's a very large computer hub base. We actually make that information actionable. So for example, we get live feeds. It's refreshed every 15 minutes. We get live feeds and clinical alerts that tells us about pharmacies. So when they're picking up their medications, any kind of auths or claims. It allows us to have line of sight, including our doctors, so that they can actually make better decisions around the patient care. So real quick, the best example I can think of right now is, for example, we have all of those fires right now that are impacting a lot of our members. We actually have weather alerts attached to our technology where we're able to get,
that's good.
Yes, so we're actually able to get live alerts for members living in certain areas that might be impacted by the smoke so that we can actually be proactive, outreach, and make some decisions, whether they're COPD or they have lung conditions or any kind of asthma, so that we can, again, be proactive.
Yeah. Now, you know, you mentioned you folks are in other states, but I do know that for the most part, here in Southern California are some of the best plans. And I've learned over the years from folks like you, as a matter of fact, that because there's different competition and that sort of things, that you would think it would be, it could be more expensive, but in reality, the Medicare Advantage HMO plans in this area are some of the best in the country, am I right?
Yes, absolutely. And one of the things that the senior wants to look at as well is Medicare and CMS provides them a Medicare and You handbook every year. And we're very honored and proud and humbled to actually be one of only 2 plans that have been acknowledged in the 90th percentile for member satisfaction rating.
Very
so
good.
these are actual member ratings. Plus, for 2020, we received a 4.5 overall star rating out of 5. Which is very difficult to actually achieve, as well as a 5-star Part D, which means their formulary and the medications that they pick up at the pharmacy are going to be very competitive with cost, as well as the variety of different options they can choose from.
Right, and of course that's a big important thing for people who are on medications. Those formularies can change year to year. Even if the plan that you've been in for maybe a couple years, something could be different about it, right? And that's always a good thing to look at.
It is.
Yes.
It is. Yes.
Well, again, open enrollment is going on right now, so this is an important time and to look at all the different plans that are available.
Do we have time to talk about a couple of new programs? Or?
Sure.
Okay, great. So real quick for 2020, we are continuing on with our Access Black Card. It's a concierge VIP service that does not replace their member ID card, but by joining Alignment, they can actually have access to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to a live representative.
Oh, good.
Yes, we also have 24/7 access to Teledoc. We also, on most of our plans, load OTC or over-the-counter allowance every single month on this card. So they can go shopping for things like vitamin supplements,
oh, really?
diapers.
How would they use that card then?
Literally, they go into participating pharmacies like CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, Rite Aid, and they use it as a gift card. So, for example, we have different plans designed for different types of people, whether they're diabetic or have a heart condition or just a regular traditional Medicare plan or low income. They'll be able to do that. We've also added a grocery benefit for 2020. So, again, select plans for qualifying members will actually be able to have groceries and go shopping at the same type of participating retailers to get meat, fruits, vegetables, and a companion care. We've noticed that a lot of seniors may be lonely, maybe they need help with dog walking or some light house chores, so that we've added that as well, again, for select plans on qualifying
Very good. Now, can I use that for walking my dogs? And I just try and get my daughter to do that.
I love it. That's great.
All right, Monarch Healthcare. I've known about you folks for years.
Yes.
In fact, we used to do a program here with Monarch, with a senior ambassador, a few years back with Pat Huckabee. Hi, Pat, if you're watching. And that's where I really learned an awful lot of different things. So tell us again, you know, since you haven't been on here before, and maybe people haven't seen other senior ambassadors to come up, what is your role with Monarch?
So as the senior ambassador, I work strictly with the senior community, 65 and over, on Medicare. And what I do there is I actually am in the community quite a bit. I'm sure a lot of the residents that are watching this have seen me at other senior centers all around South County, because that is my territory. I also do a lot of help guiding them with their referral process, authorization process. If they get a claim or a bill, I'm able to assist with any kind of issues that may come up with that. I also help them to find a PCP or even give them some recommendations on a specialist. So I stay quite busy. I also refer members to our case management department just in case they're in need of some sort of other services that maybe they don't know we offer.
Okay, and so, you know, I know that just from me, myself, how Monarch and you'll send out notices and things like that. Well, you know what, you have a wellness check that is coming up or whatever it might be. But when it comes to senior ambassadors, all the different things that you can help with, because they might have their plan, but let's face it, it's hard to figure out, well, you know, I want to go see a specialist, I want to do this, where do I go? Is this doctor within my plan? And, you know, one call can take care of that.
Absolutely, and I've heard seniors say that it's quite frightening when they don't know who to call or who to reach out to, and they have no way of knowing if they call customer service, are they going to get the right answer? So definitely having senior ambassadors like myself is extremely helpful to seniors. Again, we work really well with the plans, and it's just a great, I think the senior ambassador is a great asset.
It is. And
I think we're all
I've heard that over the years, seriously. They really are.
Yes.
Now, Christina, let me ask you, going back, you talked about the care of the doctors 24/7, video or telephone calls.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So, for example, if you're Saturday night, midnight, you're not sure if you should go to the emergency room or not, you can go ahead and give Alignment a call, again, because we have the 24/7 access to a live representative. And we'll actually be able to have, if you're not feeling well, a doctor call you back within a few minutes.
Okay.
And that helps to navigate. And one of the things about our technology that makes it a little bit more interesting as well, and actually smarter choices for decision-making, for the decision-making process, is that because we're getting the information from Monarch and their doctors fed into this technology system that we've built, we're actually able to escalate maybe the more chronic or frail folks that might need more immediate attention as well.
Okay.
So it gives us really a beautiful line of sight of how we can be smarter and more proactive.
And I know there are the special programs that have been around for a while now, if you're a diabetic or COPD or whatever it might be.
Yes.
And that dovetails into your Advantage plan, right?
Yes, so with the medical group, we actually do have all those specialized programs. We also have oncology case managers now as well that I'm not sure if people are aware of. So yes, we guide the care and we make sure we're taking care of our members the best we know how. So, yeah.
So what is this Grandkids on Demand program?
That's the companion care that I squeezed in the beginning.
So, but is it at grandkids?
Actually, they're just obviously they're licensed people that are certified to be able to go into the homes of our seniors. They're younger, and basically they're just offering companionship. So it's a flexible hour program. It comes to about an hour a week or 12 hours a quarter, up to 48 hours a year.
Wow.
But again, they can come over, do some light housekeeping, walk the dogs, maybe go pick up some groceries. Again, assuming that they're on one of our plans that have the grocery benefit on it.
Very nice.
So there's a lot of assistance there to be able to give them that guidance and support. And
very good. Now again, people have about a month left. Now I do know that when there's the option to switch things as well as you get into January to mid-March or something like that.
March 31st, yes.
So that option is there too, but that's switching things, you know. If you get into a plan, you're like, you know what, maybe I want to change this a bit, you have that option, but you got to do this part now, and you only have a month, December 7th, right?
Absolutely.
And again, it can be confusing for people. I think we always tell folks, you know, the main thing that if you're looking for a plan for the first time or switching, if you're taking medications, if you go to specialty doctors that you really like, all this kind of stuff have with you, because that way people like Christina can guide you and find out the plan that's going to suit you best. And you're going to guide them too, but you,
of course,
you come after they picked it.
Yes, and we have lots of different avenues for them to be able to get that. So they can call into Alignment and speak to a live representative. They can attend. So they can find out information over the phone, or they can attend an event, or if they want a licensed agent to actually come into their home to have one-on-one attention to, again, go over their doctors or specialists, the medications that they're taking, all the different programs that we do offer, that's available too.
All right, very good. Nice to have you both on.
Thank you.
Good to meet you. I'm sure we'll see you back again.
Yes.
All right, I know we'll see you back again.
Yes.
And again, you got till December 7th, so gather your information together and give them a call and figure out what is right for you. We'll be right back.
Did you know that the Laguna Hills Lodge was originally built as a place for relatives or friends to stay when they were visiting? In 1968, Laguna Woods' residents built the first two buildings of the lodge because they wanted a place close by for visitors to stay. Since then, the lodge has become the spare bedroom for the Laguna Woods' residents. The lodge has received the TripAdvisor Award of Excellence 8 years in a row. We invite you to stay in one of our recently remodeled garden rooms and take advantage of a special offer for Laguna Woods' residents, family, and friends.
Living and learning in Laguna Woods Village is a unique experience. For over 40 years, the Emeritus Institute has provided tuition-free college classes within your community. Join us to experience expert faculty, quality academics, and to make new friends through the Emeritus Institute. New classes start every semester, and you can join nearly any time. Visit our office at Clubhouse 4 or anytime at saddleback.edu/emeritus. Learn, live, and thrive with the Emeritus Institute.
Trust the experts at Universal Carpet for all your flooring needs. Now get 50% off pet stain resistant and hyperallergenic carpet, porcelain tile, wood, laminate, and waterproof flooring, and complete kitchen and bath remodels. Plus get 5 years 0% financing, including free installation and free furniture removal. Our convenient showrooms are just minutes away in Irvine and Huntington Beach, or call 866-402-2747 for our free in-home shopping service. Universal Carpet, the low price leader for over 20 years.
Hi, I'm Ann Mundell Noel, audiologist and owner of Amazing Hearing. As an audiologist, I have the education and expertise to assess, diagnose, and treat hearing loss. Hearing aids are only one part of the treatment process. The way we have been taught to fit, counsel, and use hearing therapy is what makes us different. Amazing Hearing, audiologists with the education, expertise, and empathy to change how you hear.
Ernest Hemingway wrote The Old Man and the Sea at 52. Satchel Paige was still dominating batters at 59. Celia Cruz was still winning Grammys at 77. John Wheeler illuminated our ideas of the universe at 70. And Roger Crouch was 56 when he first went into space. Your best is yet to come.
For one night only at the Performing Arts Center, the former lead singer for Santana.
Are you sure you like that?
He'll be performing a mixture of Motown and traditional R&B that will take you back to the magical days of your youth, plus greats from his years with Santana. Don't miss this one night only, November 10, 11-time Grammy Award winner Tony Lindsay at the Performing Arts Center.
Well, coming up a week from today, November 11th, the Alzheimer's OC Club here in Laguna Woods Village will be having a meeting, and well, it's about brain fitness and how important that is. And I'd like to welcome Dan Daly. He is, of course, with Alzheimer's Orange County, and I'd also like to welcome back Allison Learich, and she is with Cognitive Care Solutions. They're going to be at this meeting talking about brain fitness, right?
Yes, we'll be there next Monday talking about brain fitness and providing education about keeping your brain as strong as possible, as long as possible.
And that is very important, right, Dan? We've talked about it
Absolutely.
over the years.
I must say that Allison and her company have been very strong partners of Alzheimer's Orange County.
Thank you.
And she's been a frequent guest at the Alzheimer's Club meetings. So the benefits of brain health and brain exercises she's going to go into during the meeting, and she'll give you a little overview today.
Yeah, and Allison, I know that you know, over the years when it comes to with early Alzheimer's, often one of the main things that sort of fades first is recent memory. Like you might go, oh, where did you go yesterday? Gee, I don't remember, or I'm trying to figure that out. And a lot of times long-term memory is the last. You know, that'll stick around a little bit longer. So the important thing is keeping your brain as active as possible by a number of different means, right?
Exactly, Ken. At the Florence Sylvester Center here in Laguna Woods, I've been providing classes there for about 4 years almost. And when we started, there was about 15 to 20 people in the class, and now we're up to about 40.
Wow.
And so folks here are really looking forward to learning about brain health and what we can do to keep our brain stronger for longer.
And what are some of the things that can be done?
We do brain exercises that exercise different parts of our brain. So we exercise, like you said, for short-term memory, long-term memory, visual spatial exercises, logic and reasoning, and attention and language. Because, like you said, short-term memory, we tend to see that first, losses of impairment, and then also language.
Now, at what point would you start to utilize this? Is it somebody who has already been diagnosed with Alzheimer's, or just maybe at a certain age it's not a bad idea to do these exercises?
The sooner the better.
Okay.
It's not just about exercises. We want to also incorporate a good diet, good sleep, also socialization. We want to be social with social beings.
Right.
And it's very common for seniors to become depressed and very anxious. So these are all the modifiable risk factors that we want to reduce.
Okay.
So those kind of things are important to start off as a young person, not just when we get to be 60, 70 years old.
Right. And I know that some of the things they're looking at, some of the causes is circulation, inflammation, and toxins and things like that. So maybe if somebody has some sort of a disease that associates itself with one of those things, they may be a little bit more in line to develop Alzheimer's, also hereditary. But it's always a good idea that if you're in that risk group, to get started on this quickly.
Absolutely. And really what I recommend often is that a person goes to see their medical doctor first and rule out any type of medical issues that they might be having.
Right.
And then we start with the cognitive exercise. And like I said, I provide classes all over the community. And I also have my program that's Cognitive Care Solutions, where we see clients once a week for an hour.
Okay.
And we work on the different modifiable risk factors.
Yeah, very good. Now, Dan, you've been involved with this for many years, and you've seen some innovations like this take place, really an understanding more and more about what Alzheimer's is, what causes it, and catching it early at this point. So right now we don't have a way to totally prevent it, but there are certain methods around to maybe alleviate it for as long as possible, right?
Yeah, early detection is key, whether it be heart disease or brain health. It's very, very important with dementia. One of the goals that we have is that we want to delay the onset of dementia at all possible. And programs like Allison has, and any kind of diet, exercise, socialization, increased activity is going to help a great deal.
Right.
But what we also want to do, one of our other objectives, is to instill a feeling of hope with people in the community. Now, right today, between the public and the private research funding, it's at an all-time high. So what that means is that we're going to have an influx and an increase in the number of scientists who are going to enter the field, and they will bring new, fresh ideas. For an example, we have over a minimum of 162 natural compounds being used in social and also clinical studies, which is very important. We also have a focus now, it's expanded from amyloid into the areas of the role of inflammation, neuroprotection, and regenerative medicine. And that's to name a few.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of areas out there that research is not standing still.
Right.
So the bottom line is, this is where a cure is going to be derived. And the old adage, the best and the brightest between the companies and the government, and there has to be a collaborative effort. That's where we're going to find this cure.
Right.
And I keep saying over and over again, it was over 50 years ago we put a man on the moon. If we can do that collaboratively, we can find a cure for this.
Right.
But in the meantime, all of these programs, like Allison has described, they're all very, very beneficial to the community.
Yes, they are. And you brought along a couple charts here. And in this first one, it's our band's result tracking. So tell us what this is and what we're looking at here.
Sure. So this is called an R-bands result tracking test. And what we do when we see patients on an individual basis, we try to track their progress. And so this tracks both short-term, visual, spatial, language, attention, and long-term memory. And the hope is that over a period of time, we're going to see positive results. And for instance, in this gentleman, he worked with us for about 3 months, and you can see what great strides he made with language alone. Visual spatial, he stayed about the same, which we're happy about because that means that there's no delay. And he also improved in long-term memory as well as short-term.
Very good. And this is, you know, just one way that can help people out and see what their progress is. And you know, as this chart shows, people might have more progress in one area than the other. It just really depends. But again, it's catching it early.
Absolutely. And like Dan says, we really want to instill hope in people because even though the diagnosis of dementia is devastating, there's still things that we can do to make our quality of life improved.
Yeah, and that's the main point. Not only for the person themselves, but obviously those around them. Because it can get to the point where the person who has the Alzheimer's and is at a certain stage, they may at that point not even be aware of their own problems and what's going on beyond them, but those loved ones are the ones who are now really are dealing with it a lot in a day-to-day effort.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, the impact on the families is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, you have families that have to sacrifice, they have to compromise, they have to change their lifestyle to accommodate that loved one. And it's just a tough road to go down.
All right, well, that next meeting of the Alzheimer's OC Club, that's going to be a week from today. That is a Monday, November 11th at 10 o'clock. And you are all welcome to go. And really, you do these usually once a month, am I right, these meetings?
Yes.
Or pretty close to it?
Yes.
And you get a lot of good benefits from it, a lot of good information, even if you're not affected by this. It's you know,
it's an educational
everyone.
process.
Yeah.
It's another step in learning more about it. And this way you can manage it better when it does hit home.
Right. And it'll be at the Performing Arts Center. All right.
And adapt to it. We'll be providing, as usual, a very healthy refreshment.
All right. Very good. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Ann Mundell Noel, audiologist and owner of Amazing Hearing. As an audiologist, I have the education and expertise to assess, diagnose, and treat hearing loss. Hearing aids are only one part of the treatment process. The way we have been taught to fit, counsel, and use hearing therapy is what makes us different. Amazing Hearing, audiologists with the education, expertise, and empathy to change how you hear.
Thank you for joining us. I have Stephen Lathrop, who is actually a breast cancer patient of Dr. Amy Bremner. Well, welcome and thank you for joining us. How are you?
Thank you. Fine.
You're fine.
Feeling good.
Feeling good. Well, that's the important thing, right?
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, you and I had an opportunity to chat earlier about what's going on. And I really want you to tell me kind of your journey, how this all came about. So let's start with how you found out that you had breast cancer.
I normally see a dermatologist periodically to check my skin to make sure I don't have melanoma or anything like that. And any spots that I have frozen off. So she was going over, looking also on my back and my chest, and she saw something that didn't look right with my right breast, my right nipple. And she asked if she could do a punch biopsy. And I said, okay, you can do that. And she said it would be about 2 weeks for a pathology report on it. So I went off on another mission, and when I came back, she was already phoning me, and I put 2 and 2 together and figured she wouldn't be phoning me so often if it wasn't cancerous.
Right. Now, you had said that you don't have access to your phone, and then when you got back after your mission, you then had several messages.
Yes. That's correct.
Tell me what you told me before, like all of a sudden you kind of knew what she was going to say.
Well, I just had a feeling, you know, when somebody, she told me she would let me know the results in about 2 weeks, and it had been about that.
Okay.
And when I got service with my phone, I had messages there. And I thought, well, I wouldn't be having these messages if it wasn't positive.
Right.
And so when I finally came back, I called, no, she called me again, and she said she was so sorry that I had cancer.
And how did that make you feel at that time?
I was shocked. I mean, you never hear about men with breast cancer.
Right.
And I didn't even know men got it.
Right.
So she just advised me to go see an oncologist surgeon and go from there. And I said, okay, I'll do that. But I was really, you know, you just never hear about it from men.
Right.
And I learned.
But after that time, then you went on this journey. And how long has it been now?
Well, I got the initial information from her from the pathology report in July. And then there was testing to be done. And then the surgery was in October. So I had like ultrasound, mammogram, MRI, blood work, the whole spiel.
Right, right.
And then I had the modified radical right breast mastectomy is what I ended up with. I didn't want to do any half measures, or what I consider to be half measures, by just doing chemo or radiation therapy. I didn't want to go through that, so I wanted to get it cut out. Had the surgery, and it lasted about 2 hours, and I went home to recuperate. In the meantime, waiting for the pathology report from the surgery.
Right. Now, it wasn't just the immediate area. There were some nodes that were taken out too, right?
That's correct. The tumor was removed. I think it was 9 millimeters in size, and testing came back. The final 3 of those were negative. There was no cancer there. Yes.
So prognosis now, going forward?
Prognosis is good. As far as I know, I don't have any cancer in my body right now, but I've been advised to take what's called a chemo pill. It's tamoxifen.
Okay.
And I'll start doing that 1 a day at the beginning of the year.
Okay.
For 5 years.
For 5 years?
Yes.
Well, I've actually heard about it. It sounds like it's a good option.
Yes.
Are you going back to work soon?
I'm in the process. I'll probably be getting retired here pretty soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you've been doing this a long time, so why not?
Yes, I've been 29 years in baseball
Well,
work.
then
So
you're due for that second half.
I'm way due. So, and also this was a wake-up call for me. You know, I don't want to be basically dying on the job, so to speak. I want to be at least enjoying some type of retirement, you know. So.
But then you also mentioned that part of your retirement is also going to be educating other people. So what are some of the things you would say to other men out there?
Well, what I would say is don't be in denial about your health. You know, think that you'll always have perfect health or good health,
right,
when there could be maybe cancer that you don't even know about. You have no idea. So proactive is what I would say. Be proactive and see, for instance, a dermatologist every few years. You know, check your skin and so forth. See your regular doctor, you know, and get checkups, get, you know, blood work done. For men, I would say, you know, it's out there. You know, there's breast cancer out there for men, and although less than 1% have had it, it's certainly possible that those maybe in the audience or even at my base contract. So.
Well, right. Now we're just finding out about it. Who knows in the next few years if there aren't more cases?
Right, and I think in my case, you know, I never knew about it, so it wasn't even an issue. It wasn't even anything I thought about before. But.
Right. Well, thank goodness you went to that dermatologist.
Yes, yes, I was very thankful of that.
And they caught it at a fairly early stage.
Yes, again, I was fortunate. It was, you know, I consider it a 1 in a million shot that, first of all, I went to a dermatologist that either had previous contact with that type of disease.
Right.
And she spotted it. You know, I could have went to somebody else and maybe they wouldn't have. So I was very fortunate, and it was like, I think they called it a stage 2 because of the lymph node that was impacted.
Right.
But yeah, that was very positive.
Let me ask you something. Does your family have any history of cancer?
No.
Not at all.
The only thing, my father had ALS. I don't know if that's considered cancer or not. Lou Gehrig's disease, it's normally called. So he passed away because of it.
Right.
But other than that...
But no breast cancer? Or anything
No,
like that?
no, nothing like that.
Okay, wow. Well, see, even more of a reason for people to see their doctor to get things checked out.
I agree, you know, that's the way it should be for everybody, actually.
Right.
Not just men, you know, everybody should be proactive.
What is a final thing that you'd like to tell, you know, everybody, including those wives, you know, where you're constantly nagging our significant other to go to the doctor and they don't go?
I would say go to the doctor when, like, at least every 3 or 4 years, depending on your age, go, you know, suck it up and go see the doctor, whether you like doctors or not. No, I mean, nobody likes to go in to the doctor because normally they think, well, they're going in for something that's, you know, it's not good.
Right.
And you just need to have checkups and know for sure that you're in good health.
Thank you so much for telling us everything. I think it was good. I'm glad you did.
Well, I feel it's important. I actually sent a report of my surgery to people on the base where I work to let them know, especially the men, that it's out there and that they should be aware of it. And just about everybody I've talked to, male-wise, is not. They're not aware of it.
Yeah. Well, you're on a journey now.
Well, I'm happy to do that if it saves lives.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your information. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
At our new Memorial Wave Imaging Center in Laguna Woods, formerly Orange County Diagnostics, you can expect the same precise imaging, multiple modalities for your imaging needs, and the same friendly staff with medical providers like Dr. Syed Sharakni. The Laguna Woods Transportation Service offers convenient access right to our door, and we continue to provide the care and compassion that you expect from our new Wave Laguna Woods location.
Welcome back. Well, we have Michelle Martin, who is the liaison for the gallery at Soka University, and she's here to tell us all about the exciting things that are going on there, obviously surrounding art. Well, welcome.
Thank you. It's nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So let's talk about the current one that is going on through January.
All right. Currently at Soka University Founders Hall Art Gallery, which is a beautiful 8,500 square foot space, 2 floors. We have 2 individual exhibits happening. On our first floor is Gregory Gallardo, and he is a beautiful watercolor, acrylics on wood, collages, landscapes, birds, portraits, large, and everything comes to life. On our second floor is Joel Woodard, abstract, very colorful, also large, and they come to life as well. Both exhibits opened in September and will stay open through the first week of January 2020.
And so is it free to the public to go?
It is free to the public. The art gallery is open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 p.m.
Okay.
And all are welcome.
And how do you pick which artist is shown?
Well, sometimes I see things online and I'll reach out to them, or somebody will send me a proposal.
Okay.
More so than not, we do have a website that you can submit proposals through, and there are guidelines for the proposals on that website.
Okay.
And they come to us, and we have a volunteer committee, a volunteer art gallery committee. And we meet at least once a quarter. We review the proposals and see if they're within the theme of Soka University, what might be going on campus, what the kids might be studying, culturally, and just see if it meshes with us. And more than likely it does. And then we take it to the next step. We vote as a committee on who to explore to be an exhibitor at our gallery.
So regarding the current people that are the current artists that are there now, did they both submit proposals, or was that somebody you seeked out?
They both submitted proposals, and they are both local artists.
No kidding.
One is actually from Aliso Viejo, Mr. Joel Woodard, and the other is from Santa Ana, who works at UCI.
Oh my goodness.
So we're very happy to promote our local artists.
And how does that help them by exhibiting in the gallery?
Well, it exposes them tremendously due to all the events that go on at Soka University and at the art gallery, which we use for proms and weddings and BNI meetings, all kinds of things. So they're exposed for almost 4 months.
Oh, that is a great time frame. Okay,
Yes.
excellent. So are you saying that if we have an artist in our community and they would like to submit a proposal, they can do that? Is there a requirement in terms of how many pieces you have or what types of pieces you have?
There is a requirement on the types of pieces. We do not accept sculptures. It needs to be ready to hang on the walls.
All right.
And it depends. You know, if they have a lot of artwork and can do both floors, that's great. And if not, they can do one floor.
Okay.
So they can submit it, and we'll take a look at it in terms of sizing. They can be small, large. We can mix them. We do have an in-house curator who knows the gallery like the back of his hand. And he helps us put these together, and we'll work one-on-one with the artists.
Okay, excellent. And then just real quickly, what are the time frames that people can visit the gallery during this current session?
Monday through Friday from 9 to 5.
Oh, okay,
We're
great.
closed
So-
on the weekends.
Okay, and there's no reservations required. They can just show up.
They can show up, and moreover, they can come and take a tour of the whole university for free at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. by a student tour guide.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yes.
And I know you said you have lots of other things that are going on there. So besides the gallery, what are some other things?
Well, we have the Soka Performing Arts Center, which is right next door to the gallery. And we have a plethora of shows going on that range from classical, symphonic. We have a children's program this year.
Okay.
And we have the Blues Festival coming up in November. We have jazz. Just a host of events right in your back door.
Yeah, I know they can just drive on over in just a few minutes.
They can, and parking is free.
Okay.
So that is always fabulous.
Okay.
We also have a bistro that is open from 5:30 to 7:30 if somebody wants to eat before. All-you-can-eat buffet. And we also have symphonic events on Sundays. We call it Sundays at Soka at 3 p.m. matinees.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I did not realize there were so many things to do
There
over
are
there.
a lot of things to do, and you can get to it all by our website, www.soka.edu.
That's super easy to get to. It looks like you guys are coming up on a 20th anniversary here.
We are in 2021. We can't believe we've been here this long.
Yeah.
So we'll be gearing up for that. We'll start doing some planning next year and some events and marketing and programming for the shows for that year. We'll celebrate at our annual International Festival, which is always the first Saturday of May.
Okay.
And we're really looking forward to it.
Oh, that's great. That is great. And then just briefly, what is your background and why did you want to be a liaison for something like
Well,
this?
my background with Soka University is primarily, I was a consultant for many years, helping with the media as the university grew.
Okay.
And about 4 years, just under 4 years ago, I came on staff full time.
Okay.
And I'm still working with the media.
All right.
And I was lucky enough to start working in the art gallery. And I've been underneath the tutelage of said curator.
Right.
And just been able to soak it up like a sponge.
Oh, that's
and I
great.
really enjoy it. The dynamics of the artists are always fun. They're different. We've had international artists from Argentina to domestic, from New York to local.
Okay.
So, you know, and we have 3 exhibits a year.
Right. And do the public ever get to meet the artists? Do you ever have like
They
a meet
do.
and greet?
We always have an opening reception.
Oh, okay.
It is the Thursday. We install usually Monday and Tuesday, and we have an opening reception from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. on Thursdays.
Okay.
It's open to the public.
Okay.
We do email e-blasts
Okay, good.
inviting the public.
All right.
And we'll do usually a vertical response to the public, and we have an ongoing list.
Okay. So to get on that particular list, you would have to go to the website and get on the newsletter, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
you would
good.
accept the events.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
And that was
I'm also on the website, so you can always send me an email and I'll put you on the list.
Oh, you're going to get some emails now.
I know. It's good. The more the merrier.
Well, excellent. So let's just recap. The current exhibition it already started in September and it's now going through January. What was the date?
January 10th.
January 10th.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much. That was great.
Thank you.
And good luck to you. I can't wait to see more art.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And remember, if you want more information about the artists that we mentioned, or if you happen to be an artist and you would like to promote your own work, you can go to soca.edu. We'll be right back.
Vacation where you live. The Towers offers the amenities and services of a hotel, daily lunches and 3-course dinners, weekly housekeeping, spacious floor plans with panoramic views, on-site maintenance, daily activities, and a 24-hour reception desk. Visit us at towers@lagunawoodsvillage.com.
Envision, the eye doctor's #1 choice.
We are a community of surgeons and optometrists dedicated to helping you live better by seeing better.
We offer advanced lens options to fit your lifestyle. We also offer the latest in laser technology for cataract surgery. We are Envision, the eye doctor's #1 choice.
With clear vision, all things are possible. To schedule your appointment, contact us at 866-599-2740.
At South County Lexus, we really are different. We're California's exclusive Lexus Plus dealer. Lexus Plus is a new way of doing business. At a Lexus Plus dealer, you can expect an upfront, negotiation-free, hassle-free price right on the vehicle. The same price you'll find on our website, all the way through the transaction. At South County Lexus, we feel this is the way of the future, and this is the way the customer prefers to do business. South County Lexus, your exclusive Lexus Plus dealer. Different, just like you.
Welcome back. Well, our movie today is a fun one. If you are a fan of the Marvel movies, you will enjoy this one. This is Spider-Man Far From Home, and this is actually the second Spider-Man movie. And these events take place after the end of Avengers Endgame. And if you saw that one, this is where, well, Peter Parker, who is, of course, Spider-Man, he is on a relaxing European vacation, and it takes an unexpected turn. He's on vacation, by the way, with a couple of his friends. So when Nick Fury shows up to his hotel room to recruit him for a mission, the world is in danger as 4 massive element creatures, each representing earth, air, water, and fire, emerge from a hole torn in the universe, and Peter Parker soon finds himself donning the Spider-Man suit to help Fury and fellow superhero Mysterio stop the evil entities. And as I said, this takes place after Avengers Endgame, and sort of the mantle of leadership, so to speak, is passed on to Spider-Man. And if you saw that movie, then you kind of understand what I mean. But it's a fun movie, even if you haven't seen the other ones. I like the Spider-Man films, and this stars Tom Holland as Peter Parker Spider-Man, Samuel Jackson as Nick Fury, Jake Gyllenhaal is in this as Mysterio, and also as Zendaya is in here, and she plays Peter Parker's girlfriend in this, and these always have kind of a, there she is, a little funny element to them. Oh, by the way, like all the other Marvel movies, you go into the credits, and about 2 minutes into the credits, there's a part to the story. Then there's another couple minutes of credits. There's another part to the story that always leads to the next one. So make sure to stay tuned when the credits start. All right. Oh, by the way, 2 hours and 9 minutes. It's a long movie. Then our movie on Friday is one that came out in 2000, and it stars Frankie Muniz, who was on a TV show for many years, Luke Wilson, Kevin Bacon, Diane Lane in My Dog Skip. This is a heartwarming movie, and it's set in Mississippi in the late 1940s when shy young Willie Morris lives with his parents, and when his only friend goes off to war, he is left alone. His father, who lost a leg fighting in the Spanish Civil War, is withdrawn, so his mother buys him a dog, and his life is transformed. Not only is the dog his best friend, but through him, Willie can make friends and learn about life in general. Good movie, and that will be on Friday at 2 and at 7 p.m. My Dog Skip. Now, a couple things that are going on. The other day we had on folks from the Recreation Department, and they've been having a Monday Night Football that started, well, a couple months ago. So if you'd like to go tonight, it is Dallas and New York Giants, and it will be at 5 o'clock. You just go over to the Village Greens, and one of the rooms over there, they have things set up there, some refreshments by 19 Restaurant and Lounge, and it's a free event. Just go over and enjoy it. Again, kickoff at 5 o'clock. Also coming up, Timeless Melodies, Songs That Inspired a Nation, and this will be tomorrow at Clubhouse 2 in the Sequoia Ballroom at 1:30. Tickets are $5 at the Clubhouse 2 office, and they've done something like this in the past with different themes. It's a lot of fun, and you hear about all these different songs that came about that inspired our nation. Of course, the Star Spangled Banner is one of them. All right, I want to tell you about the weather, and we got some beautiful weather coming up for you. We're going to stay in the mid to upper 70s all the way through Thursday. Then on Friday, which will probably be the warmest day of the week, we're going to pop that up into the mid 80s. As we get to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, there may be some offshore winds there. At this point, it doesn't look like anything like what we had, a red flag warning or anything like that. Of course, that could change, but right now, they usually know pretty much in advance, and this doesn't look like it'll be too bad. So just really pleasant weather over the next several days and around the area. Nice as well. Palm Springs only getting up to 88 degrees, and Arrowhead up there, 67. A little bit cooler at Big Bear if you want to head up there. And everywhere else, look at the beaches, 76 degrees, so absolutely beautiful. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. We're going to have a representative on from Aetna. Also, Hearing Well Club, Tony Berrien will be here. And we're going to find out about a production happening at the UCI Claire Trevor School of the Arts. That's tomorrow. Bye-bye.